live. Hey, we're live already. Hey, look, wow. Looks like it started live a few minutes ago.
Well, that's all right. And the volume's obviously amazing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's no changes from last night, so
Okay,
it should
perfect.
be okay.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Overpower Adventures, and I am your co-host, Marcel, the greatest Overpower player of all time.
The GOAT is here. Thanks for joining me tonight, brother.
Oh, my pleasure.
I sure wish you'd have been here earlier in the week. We could have done 2 or 3 streams together.
Yeah, obviously, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be here, that you can feel the excitement in this room.
It's crazy, ain't it?
I could hear it through your podcast throughout the whole week, like the murmur behind the scenes. And now that I'm here and I see the 20, 30 people, 40 people, 50 people in the room, your showcase, all the art up, I can see Phil the King Keffer just entered the room.
There he is.
The buzz is starting, all of a sudden the icons are entering.
Yep.
And I gotta say, it's you could feel it, as I said earlier in the week, but now that I'm here, it does feel like the 90s again.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Now, take a look right behind us. We got Mina on the wall, or on the window. I don't know if you noticed them because it's dark outside. During daylight, they show up really, really well.
I saw the King Arthur, and then a couple other of the iconic
there's an
ones.
Invincible down there, the Wicked Witch, and then Invincible and Omni-Man.
And who gets those window clings when it's all said and done?
Those are mine. I paid for those.
Okay.
So those are store decorations. They're not Nat's decorations.
Fair. Will they go on the store windows, or are you going to keep them in here? Okay.
They're staying here.
Well, you pretty much are in this room at all times, right?
Yeah. We have to move out every once in a great while when somebody wants to pay a whole lot more money than I do.
Yeah.
They take over. But unless somebody makes me an offer I can't refuse on the window cleans, they're going to stay there for a while.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
And then you saw the Hercules and the Mina right outside the doors.
Yeah.
They're attention grabbers.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, you can see even the big setup in the corner for the online games. I can already see the table markers that you were so worried about arriving.
Honestly, I didn't think they were going to do it. I really didn't. And James said, I got my crayons ready. I'll make you a set of table markers. But right behind Travis, can you move that way just a minute? Just move that way a little bit.
Oh, the UR4.
The fan.
Yeah.
We got some art. Phil right there beside it.
Yeah.
And then right on the other side of that is the uncut, ultra rare foil sheet.
Oh man, Phil would have loved this.
Yeah.
When I think about it, and we were chatting about him in the car ride up here, and I was just this would have been his opus,
Yep.
It's just one of those things where it's some people just leave too soon, and I think he might have walked out of here being the first national champion.
He might have won a couple other regionals too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. It's great for Ohio. It's great for Columbus. It's great for our community. But our family, we obviously miss him tremendously.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you can feel his energy here. I heard the other day you had the Brazilian guys on, and Diego was talking about custodians of the game and people who just gave to the community and did things beyond their means and created an aura and something that will forever last past any time frame we all last in this world, so and stuff like that, you can feel it here tonight. 100 possible players, 25 people in the LCQ today.
Yeah, that's amazing. 25 here for the skirmish.
But
we took 8 players from the LCQ, got invites.
I still don't even know how to play skirmish. Do you?
I haven't even tried to learn.
Okay.
It's
okay.
It's
Two skirmish newbies over here, Two skirmish newbies.
I knew I wasn't going to have time to play tonight because I was hoping you would come in and do this. I want to get the Taylors when they come in.
Of course.
Do one with them. So I knew I probably wasn't going to play anyways.
And you don't want to, I think different people have different ways about how they play Overpower. Some people just I can play Overpower 24 hours a day, like my friend Sean Ballantyne, like that guy can just play and play and play and
Flip
play.
the switch.
And it's like, I don't know if it's because I've played maybe a million games of Overpower in my life, but like, I get to a point sometimes where I'm just like, oh, I know I can't overdo it. Because then my mind is like not enjoying it as much as it should,
And I don't want to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning tonight mad about a play I made in skirmish. It's
over
like,
a trivial thought, right?
That didn't matter. It's like, no, I don't want to include anything into my mind.
Be walking home and like, oh man, I got Grim Reapered and I could have had that hand, and it's just like, it doesn't mean too much.
It's not
for
worth
sure.
it. It's not worth it.
No,
I want to come in tomorrow with a clean slate.
It will be pretty awesome, and I mean, the percentages are almost next to nil, but if somebody happened to win the skirmish and win tomorrow and be the ultimate weekend champion,
that would be something.
I don't know if you could ever like not put that person as like one of the echelon legacies of the game at that point in time.
That would be amazing.
It would be shocking, but it could happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that'd
be crazy.
That would be an interesting thing to happen for sure.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing that's happened this week as you've been leading up, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, sure. My favorite thing is just doing the podcast with everybody. Somebody new every night. Ricky came in on Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Overpower's #1 super fan, so I've watched all your podcasts. Okay, all those views and all those likes. You know who they're from.
I'm always waiting for you to log in.
Yeah.
And right now, Jalen's in there. Jalen, he's from here in Columbus, and he qualified.
Okay.
We had actually 3 Columbus guys in the top 8 for the qualifier.
Wow.
So we're going to have Columbus will be well represented tomorrow.
I feel like this is one of those podcasts, though, that you're not going to have a big live audience because a lot of people are traveling today. Even if they were here, they're in their hotels, like getting prepared. Obviously, we have like 40 players in here right now, but like I could see like later on people like, or tonight at like 10 when they just,
when we get up in the morning, we'll see 110 views or something.
They've all got their pizza in their hotel room, and they're all just like taking a minute and decompressing before the big day. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready. You
guys are playing a lot.
We play a lot. Yeah, we were doing 3 and 4 nights a week. And,
wow.
And not just an hour or 2. So we were really grinding.
To get that kind of repetition in, you've obviously watched my podcast, and, it's one of those things where I can't harp or preach it enough that to play, you notice these patterns, you notice these repetitions, you notice these situations that come up where if you don't play enough, you're not recognizing them in the games that matter, the games that count.
Sometimes you can see the Reaper coming, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh boy. So yes, the repetition is huge. I don't know how you do it because you don't, unless you go to Howard's on Fridays, but you don't get a lot in.
I try to get like my share of ideas in. Like, I find that a lot of my like technical play of Overpower is already really tight. And I'm always, able to play the game pretty securely when I do play. But I find a lot of the times when I do like a play test, it comes down more to like conceptual ideas. Because especially as modern format has changed so much and is more of like that KO pressure style instead of a venture style of game.
Right.
A lot of ideas you have that you think are like great and conceptual, when you finally play them, the next thing you know, you're just like, oh man, that was amazing in my head, and I just put that together, and now all of a sudden it's the worst thing it ever, like it's just not jiving.
Right.
So, it's one of those situations where it's like, that's where I think the play for me lately has come. And, I normally don't play that much, but I will say over the last month, I've gotten my practice in both going to the Bertrands. We've had a couple of nights over there where we're just playing nonstop and getting the reps in, which is what you need, but also like practicing those key ideas. And I think if I'm starting to like center in on my idea for modern, I've kind of factored in a big thing where I look at my play style and I look at what I'm comfortable playing. So it's not just necessarily looking for the defensive characters or the characters with the big hits or, the cohesion in the stats. I think I'm looking for like things I've been comfortable with throughout my whole career, adding that into like my modern play style, and that's the type of deck I'm going to play.
Have you found one character that you absolutely thought was going to be awesome, and then he just flopped when you put him in a deck?
Huh, interesting. I think the one that really kind of like, I kept putting in decks thinking he was going to really like vibe well was Korak.
Yeah.
Like to me, Korak front line, especially when you pair him with one of the ones that makes his 1-6 live.
Yeah.
I kept thinking like, this is good. As we all know, my PAX deck, I had him on the front line. I actually had a PAX deck that I thought was going to really do something.
Yeah.
It was a little bit different, but the front line was Merlin, Hercules, and Korak. And I was vibing it very much off like the 6 intelligence from Korak and Merlin clicking together, and then the 6 combat and the 6 combat of Hercules working together, and then the 7's kind of leaning into Merlin and the 8's kind of leaning into Herc, and then you have a 1-6, a 1-7, and a negate.
Did you have Billy in reserve?
I had actually Jane Porter.
Oh, Jane. Okay.
Which kept that like 6
right.
intelligence working, but also gave him that like universal 1-6.
Right.
It really kind of sort of vibed around the idea that I needed to get that Korak shift card out a lot. And in a lot of my games, that was buried. And I realized that basing your deck off like a scenario where you're hoping for that one card to come out, when it doesn't, all of a sudden you're looking around. Where am I going to get the
defense from? Yes.
So I think he's one that really kind of like, he's a max 6 already, but I think he just flopped a lot more for me than I thought. And in that particular deck, I even found like Hercules just didn't overly hold his weight. And he has everything I think a character would want. Every single card, everything. Like to the point where I'm like, why isn't he in every single one of my decks? But then when you put him in, it's like, I guess it's the surrounding cast.
He has no support characters.
And it just, there's just something to it where I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, where is it?
Yeah. And Tyler's high on John Carter right now.
Yeah.
I can't keep John Carter alive to save my soul.
Well, the thing with John Carter that I don't know if you've noticed throughout Season 0, I've noticed, is when somebody plays John Carter, it's almost like the biggest target I've ever seen on a character, period.
Right.
And it's like, you'll play against a King Arthur who has almost the identical card set.
Yep.
But he doesn't have this, like, bullseye right on his head. Whereas, like, John Carter just seems to have this bullseye that, like, is almost, like, innate. Like, people are just, I have to kill that character. And then to me, I start to go, well, I think people lean into that, and then they're like, okay, I'm only playing one of his avoids then, because everybody's going for him so much, which I actually think is probably a crucial mistake to do. I actually think you should lean more into the idea of play more of his avoids, because then when somebody doesn't automatically bullseye him, you really actually make them pay.
Yeah.
Whereas I think people don't actually lean too far into understanding people are going to attack him. And I think in this current modern moment, if you see a John Carter, I don't even think you need to attack him as much, because I think people are probably only playing one of his avoids.
Yes, probably. But you can't just ignore him because you're throwing those 2 big 8s at you.
Yeah. Now, again, being a more KO pressure format, yes, the 8s are big, but that non-color 8, is more takeable than a lot of other cards,
Sure.
Like, I'd rather take a non-color any power 8 over a multi-5 power card.
Yes.
Or even a low complete offsuit ally.
Right.
I was talking to Keith Hartman as we walked in here, and Keith walked up to me and he's just like, I want to thank you, you worked, he had taken off the prize table, every once in a while I offer a 1 hour strategy session, and he had actually taken it, as a high prize.
Yeah.
Like foregoing cards that were worth value. And
That's awesome.
I always look at that as like a badge of honor that somebody
Sure.
would want to like
Absolutely.
actually have a strategic conversation. So I kind of looked at it and I was like, I'm going to really help him. And he did really well. He went 5-2 in the tournament. We did. I believe it was the Florida
down in-
one.
Yes, Valhalla. Was it not
And-
Valhalla? Was it Valhalla?
Yeah, I think it was Valhalla.
was in
Yeah,
Florida.
in
Right.
Florida.
Yeah.
And he came up to me. He's like, because of you, I qualified. And I was like, no, it's because of you qualified. I assisted in that scenario, obviously. But I was like, but if you win the nationals, that's when you can go on the air and be like, thank you greatly.
Look who it is! Mr. Phil Keffer.
What's up?
My friend. Good
What
to
if
see
isn't
you.
two of the greatest
see
to
you.
ever be around? You gonna pull up a chair for
Pull
a
up
sec?
a chair right there.
Here. You get in the middle of us.
We're gonna eat real soon, but I'll
All
stop
right.
in for a quick
Spend
second.
a minute with us.
Quick
I
second.
know a lot of people want to hear from, one of the greats in the
Was.
game.
Yeah.
3 of the greats right here.
What?
I mean,
on,
I wouldn't
come
deny
on.
that.
Oh,
I wouldn't
it's
deny
good.
that
Did you
at
have a
all.
good trip?
Yeah,
Good.
smooth sailing.
I was wondering when you were going to come in.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get you on stream. It's great to have you both. Thank you. I
Yeah.
really mean that. I
You.
really was looking forward to you guys.
Thank you for having us here.
Oh, absolutely.
Kidding me? This
I
is
like-
obviously the best destination for Overpower. I was
Got
saying
that
to
right.
John that I think I've been here 7, 8, maybe 9 times to play Overpower. in
Yeah,
my
it's
life.
almost like a weird, home away from home. Like,
It
know
is.
that now I know the downtown. Like, I don't know many downtowns
Right.
in life, but I know this. No, you turn here, you get there, that's the east lot.
Like,
Yeah.
when we were on the back side of the convention center, I'm like, no, John, we don't want to go in yet. Like, we want to walk. Like, this thing is massive. We want to go around the corner.
Oh my gosh!
you get all
there
the
he
way.
is. No, you're right. You can go. Come on.
Just walks across it. Love it.
All right. How you doing?
Doing well.
You too.
So nice to see you.
Oh man, this
doing
community
well. Nice
is
to see you,
so
my
much
friend.
like family.
Dude, it's been, yeah, exactly. No, that's so
Trying to
good.
get back under
I
the
even
table.
think about like the
Yeah.
I even think about the original ones that we came to, like with Jack back in the day, and like walking around and for the first time seeing Columbus,
Right.
realizing for some reason every restaurant closes at 6 p.m. every evening in downtown Columbus.
Columbus shuts down at
like,
6 for sure.
It's a unique
Yeah.
downtown atmosphere with that sort of.
You
thought,
know where I like to go. There's the place at the hotel that's open till 1 a.m. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
John and I are headed there real soon.
But of course, shout out to the Goat Restaurant, one of the best
We will, of
restaurants.
course, have to go to the
one
Goat
of the best
Restaurant.
restaurants in all of Columbus.
Yeah.
Send us some food. Don't hesitate.
You got a
This
got
guy
good
wins a
reserve?
couple tournaments and they name a restaurant after him.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about the atmosphere. It's just been so amazing.
Yeah, you guys have been
Today.
playing all week, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible. Like, I
yeah.
was at home and I was like, it's Tuesday. I'm watching like one of your streams
Yeah.
from the night before, and then the night before, and then I'm like, why can't I put any comments on this? And I'm like, oh, this is another one from the night
Yeah,
before. I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
I was live.
We did one every night this week. We did live, but we were here playing up until it was time to go live. Diego came in with Marcelo on Tuesday, so we got some games in, and then that was Wednesday. Tuesday was Ricky. Ricky came in. And
Can't even remember all your
I know,
guests.
I
because of
saw
how many
Ricky.
people.
I saw
Everybody.
Ricky talking, and then
Yeah.
you had the Brazilians on the next day.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Ricky
so-
was,
And then
Ricky
thank you.
was
I want to say thank you for getting off the air, not stealing
Oh,
all the guests that I wanted to have.
I mean,
on-
you had a
Sure.
great podcast with
I
Tyler.
mean,
the people that didn't catch it live.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
they missed out.
that was a bit of
We
a
were
hot
talking
take.
about that earlier.
Hot take effect.
I was watching it. I was about halfway through, and I wasn't watching it in the underground bunker like I should have been. So my wife walks in.
Oh,
She goes,
no.
"Hey!" I go, "Pause." By the time she stopped talking, he was off the air.
had lost it.
So I lost.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't get to see it.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So it just was gone. It's like, I learned my lesson. From now on, watch all the live streams in the underground bunker. Where I can't be
sure.
interrupted. But
Well, it's a different thing, and I appreciate all the people who watch. I think it's one of those like unique scenarios that this is even occurring. Anytime like you think back to the '90s, and it was like you had the Overpower Venture to look forward to.
For
Like
sure.
that was your
you
only.
guys had the car trip. You
Yeah.
guys always had the car trip.
Of course, but like that was really the only like Overpower thing you could see like maybe once every 2 months.
Right.
And it would have like
Oh,
a
you mean
single,
the
actual
oh,
newsletter.
yeah, of
Where,
course.
like, you would like have a little article and you'd be like, wow, the hottest take of Overpower is like right
Why
here.
is Marcel's name in this thing again?
Or still.
Yeah, clearly, right?
Yeah.
But no, like
Those things
and
are a
now,
treasure trove.
Oh yeah. I mean, anybody who sees the podcast, I have the one on my wall where I'm actually in the top 10, and it's like
Yeah, no,
a badge
it's
of honor
awesome.
to have that from the 90s.
A lot of the artists are listed in those too. Like they were like going through it and then they stopped at some point. So like John was able to reach out to the artists for a long time just off of the names in the.
I always wondered how your treasure trove of art came about.
Yeah. John and his
Hitting
deep
him up
web
for
diving.
20 years, just like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I saw you in this comic at one point in time, you know?
Did you guys see? I assume you saw the art that's over there for the top 4 prizes. Wow, they didn't hold back.
No, they didn't. I cannot.
I think you and I are
believe Joe
both
got
eyeing
it.
that Headless
I
Horseman.
mean, I can tell you, John wants that real bad. I actually personally kind of like the Robin Hood a little better.
Oh, yeah.
He was also in my first deck of Modern that I played.
Yep.
But I know John wants Headless Horseman so bad that like I would have to take it.
Well, I mean, you started the Leoro trend. I only named it. I didn't start it.
It's true.
you
It
know?
did. It ran over Texas.
Yeah, it was like
And then
a
that
good build.
Cthulhu artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cthulhu ultra rare.
they're all good. All
Yeah.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with anything that would happen.
Right, Moriarty. And then the other one is from a teamwork, I think, right? Victory
I'm
Harbor?
not sure. It kind of looks like a mission to me. Might be a
Oh,
team where
you know what? It is a mission. You're right. It
the
is
one
a
that they gave me in Boston was a mission. That's why I'm guessing it's also a mission, especially since
Yeah.
it's a vertical.
Yeah. I can't believe Joe got Ron to part with that Headless Horseman now. Because
Me
it,
too.
it was on his wall.
Yeah, I'm really quite
could
surprised,
see it
too.
when
Yeah.
we did live. And it's like, it was crazy. It's like they walked in with that. I said, what? So
Yeah, I
it's-
think people will really enjoy when it's behind me after I win the tournament, and they can watch. They can look at it every day. You'll get to see it
And
every
I said
Wednesday.
to John, when we played in Boston, I said to John, I said, when that art came out, I was like, I'm going to have to look at that thing
and
for the
remember
rest of
that,
my
yeah.
life every Wednesday if I don't win this game
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I
And you
have
knew it.
to
You
win this
knew
game.
it.
I have
Yeah.
to win this game.
No, it's so true. So
Yeah.
true.
It's going to be
So
pretty
brutal.
amazing to see all that artwork.
Oh,
People.
it's
I saw you.
Howdy.
Ron,
Yeah.
He's jumping in on the stream. I like that.
Oh,
we're doing a live stream.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron.
Just say hi.
Ron,
Say
we were
hi,
just
Ron.
talking about
show illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Ron was
Yeah,
going
right.
to really be
Hey,
a
check
spoiler.
out this, everybody. Hey, check out this.
Ron was going to do his Joe impersonation and share stuff he shouldn't.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh,
But don't you know, like, I know you didn't come to too many nationals. I think you went to the last one in 97, 98.
yeah.
But doesn't this almost feel like those, like, pre-grinder moments that
Oh, for
happened?
sure. Yeah, like where we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that
like-
that was the most unique thing back then. Like, if you were willing to go the whole way to Chicago with just a dream,
Just a dream and
it's
a
not
chance.
like we had adult money back then.
No,
You know,
right.
like this was like your money for the year, right? To get a plane ticket to Chicago. I know you got a car ride, but like, still, just
Same
like
idea, though.
it was
Hotel room, this,
You don't
yeah.
have a lot of extra time,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, it was amazing.
And
And I
you had to
actually,
buy a ticket to get into the con.
that's true.
Yes.
I forgot
So
about that.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
free entry like this is.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally free. Yeah.
So
It's
and that's kind of, somebody come up to me this morning and said, "What do I got to pay for my entry tomorrow?" I said, "Oh, that's free.
If you qualified, you're
Yeah,
in.
You're in."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing that they did that. I
Your,
like the-
your entry was the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
we might have overpaid a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. Spending.
You
just
did.
get-
You did.
I'm still waiting on my sheets.
Oh boy.
They're on there. They're in the mail. They're in the mail.
Yeah, well,
Buda, Texas.
I heard they didn't go to
Yeah.
Buda or something.
yeah.
That's
They,
good
they
news.
said they was not going to go through Buda, but it still seems to be taking a while to get.
That's all right. It
Yeah.
just makes it sweeter when you crack that cardboard, you know? I mean, I got sheets already, but they were like, I was just on the one of the lower tiers, so they're just like the common sheets, which were like they're nice.
Yeah.
But like, my world, I really only want like, if I'm gonna
ultra
put
rare
something up, like I'm putting cream of the crop up that like, or it means something to me, you know? Like, I will say to everybody, I was able to sneak in and get that Kingpin Draw 3 ahead of you. I know you were eyeing that hard,
yes,
and now you got to look at it every Wednesday when you tune in. But
Sorry about that, Doug.
I know. It's like it was there, and now it's gone. It's like, what the heck?
I'll tell the story right now because I think everybody would really enjoy that moment.
ahead.
I was watching your stream, and you and Phil were like, we just talked to this Martinek guy. He has all these cards. I think he has the Kingpin Draw 3. And I'm not going to lie, I stopped the stream. I instantly went on, found Martinek, messaged him immediately at that moment, and basically said, I need that one particular thing, and I need it now. He actually wasn't going to even message me back. So I reached out to Howard immediately, who had already done a deal with him, and said, Howard, can you vouch for me as a person? Like, I need this. Obviously I played Kingpin. He was a big, huge part of, my legacy aura for a minute in time, and I just really needed that particular card.
Yeah.
And so, that is the story of how I got it. So thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
You did get some nice pieces, though, from him, didn't you?
I did. Well, you won one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I did. I didn't buy any for myself.
Okay.
Everything was prizes.
Okay.
He got so inundated with requests after that show that he got scared that he was selling them too cheap. And that's why he just said, I'm not
He
selling
paused
anymore.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not selling
just
anymore.
stopped.
Why all of a sudden?
Kind of was.
He was. It was very reasonably priced.
It was like $200 a piece or something.
Yeah,
It was-
some of it was even cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, and I mean, we all know, again, it's like pieces mean something to you, and we all know that those pieces already are shooting up, especially even these ones that we're seeing now. I saw one of the Brazilians guys got one of my favorite, probably my favorite art piece in the whole set, the Captain Nemo 10.
Yes.
Weapons of Wrath and Destruction. And, that's just one I would love to have on my wall, But
I had a guy from New York buy everything that I had left in the store. It's been a couple of years ago now. But he said, what do you got? And I told him, and he said, I'll take it all.
Wow.
And so he bought my last, I think it was 5 pieces. So.
Well, I'll give you, just because we're on, original art, I'll give you one more sort of quick story about it, okay?
Go ahead.
Because I'm sure people love this sort
Yeah,
of
I'm
talk
sure.
and
Yeah.
everything. My prize piece in my whole collection, the Ghost Rider IQ character, okay? I will tell you that it wasn't money. It wasn't money at all that had to get this card, okay? This gentleman right beside me, one of my best friends in the world, had this piece, and he showed it to me once at his house. And he looks at me and he goes, "You want this piece so bad, don't you?" And I go, he has a whole video reaction of me even opening to visually see this piece, okay? And I go, "I need this. How much do you want?" And he basically looks at me and in not the right terms, but he goes, "Money means nothing to me. You can't get this piece with money." And I go, "Well, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "We're going to Seattle," because we were booking rooms together on a lot of these tournaments. We were going to the modern tournaments.
Yeah.
And he goes, "We're going to Seattle together." And he goes, "There's a mountain in Seattle that I've been wanting to climb
Oh my God.
for a long time in my life."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I have always wanted to make it to the top of this mountain." And he goes, "I think you can do it." And let me just say, there is no way I should be climbing mountains in life. This is not my forte. It's not my cup of tea. But he goes, "If you go with me to Seattle and we climb and we get to the top of this mountain, I'll give you this piece of art."
Oh.
And I can tell you, Doug, this mountain's about 6,500 feet. Okay?
I mean,
Ish?
we definitely, it was like a 14-hour day for us.
Yes.
And it was
14 hours.
Yeah.
Up and back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, there are moments, Doug, where I'm up on this mountain and there are no ropes. Because this guy's like, "You can do it. You're with me." You're with Phil Pepper, the king.
I took him to a climbing gym.
That's true. We did do
practice.
One practice.
I got him a pair of the right shoes.
Yeah.
So he was semi-prepared.
Much like many overpower tournaments we both enter, we had one practice round right before the big day.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, there were times, and I'm literally, I can still remember 3 or 4 different times where I'm just like, no, I'm done. They were like, this is the top of the mountain for me. I'm done.
He was done.
And he looked at me and he's like, Ghost Rider. Like, Ghost Rider? What do you mean you're done? And I don't know what strength came about me that I'm, next thing I know, and I'm looking down and it's sheer cliff, like death.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, if I die, at least, maybe I'll come back as Ghost Rider.
I'm like, you can do it,
yeah.
brother. I know you can do it.
And-
I'm like, over this next ridge, it gets easier.
Yeah.
Just come a little bit
keep
further.
coming. Just keep
little
coming.
bit further.
And we did it.
We did it.
And we got to the top of this mountain, and honestly, like, to this day, it's still like, I still think how silly it was because of how, like, I wasn't ready for it, I think, but it clearly was. I made it.
Yeah,
You
made it.
And it's the power of believing in yourself, I think, a lot of the time.
I was really impressed that you made it. Yeah,
You know?
like once we got up there, and once I had been up there once before and stopped about halfway because some of the people in my party weren't comfortable, so we went back down. And this time with Marcel, like we got to the same spot, and he was like, not thrilled.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm done. Like, this is enough. And I scrambled ahead myself a little bit and looked at it a little more, and I was like, come on, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get right behind you. I'm gonna spot you. Like, it's like 5 moves. You just have to get up this really steep part, and we'll just can keep going. And there were a couple more of those spots as we went, but yeah, he made it. And like, those are the types of adventures that like define your life sometimes. Like, that's the stuff you remember. Like, nobody's laying on their deathbed going, I wish I worked more. Like, you're thinking about those times you pushed yourself, and like even these events, that day you won a 14-hour overpower tournament when like you were sure you were done, or like, I can still remember a time you wanted to drop out of a K2 event that you won. You were like, I need a break. I need a day off, or I need a round off.
I need a round off, yeah.
But like you buckled down and you pulled it together and you got it done.
Yep.
And like,
so is there a piece of art that you don't have that's out there that if he offered to you for some ridiculous thing,
probably
that you would? Is there a piece out there that you would like to have that?
Probably.
That you would
I'd
do
have to
something
think
crazy
about
for?
it. Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Oh, almost for sure.
I would say his dream piece, which I think is lost. We actually had a conversation about it today, which I think is lost in the ether because he found the original, talked to the artist, and the artist said they sold it at a random show to not even an overpower player.
Oh no.
Power Leech.
So the very first pile of art we got was like 10 pieces from this one guy, and found out later that he had Power Leech because my cousin reached out to him also like a decade later, not realizing I had already got his art, and asked him, and he was like, I don't have it, but I can send you scans of what I used to have. And in that was most of the stuff we had, but also Power Leech. And I was just like blown away. But so he sold it at a convention back in the 90s, and it's probably gone forever unless some random person in the community has it in the basement that we don't know about.
Well, I think a lot of people, as we sort of talk about these historic moments, I mean, first off, you can just already see how the camaraderie and the friendships extend past overpower. And the 3 of us have been friends for years now, and I would consider us friends if this game stopped tomorrow.
Of course.
For a long time to go,
Yeah.
And I think about the things you're talking about, and it's just like, it really just shows what this game has brought to a lot of us.
Right.
And
So
I'm personally going to say that, like, I don't think a lot of people at home even grasp how you started the K2. And it was like the go-to tournament that brought people out of the woodwork, Phil Miller from Florida, like people just coming to your tournament. And then how you continued it with the OP Cup, and that was the next generations of people's go-to tournament and must-have head to. And how, the 2 people right here, really like created a lot of
honestly,
what's going on.
The idea for K2 was John's, and he found the site.
Yeah.
But like, Yeah, we really worked in reaching out to people.
Well, he's too
and trying to
bashful. He
build
wouldn't
it.
want to be on the show right now. He piked in for
My
a second.
cousin John, we used to collect sports cards as kids, and he goes to me, he's like, I found this game, Spider-Man, whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we can buy it, but I don't want to stop collecting sports cards. Within like a month, it was all overpowered, you know?
Shout out to Tristan right now. I know you're going to be watching this. I know you're going to be watching this sometime
August
later.
of '95, like right when it came out, John was on it. He must have
Yeah.
seen a starter deck, and I went and I found like Clobber in Time and Heroes Assemble, bought 2 decks, and that was it.
But I don't know. I don't think you went to any of the K2s,
No.
did you?
Never.
I wasn't playing then.
The first K2 though, like I can't express like it was almost this idea.
Yeah.
He had every kind of pack you wanted
Yeah.
available for
I've seen
purchase.
pictures of those prize tables.
You know,
Yeah.
he had obviously singles out that you could get, and then he had one of the crowning pieces I've ever seen, which was the Image, very rare uncut sheet for you to view.
Wow.
And it was just like one of those moments. And of course, he also had the first knockout characters. You know, we had always seen them
That
in the
came, yeah, as the years went on, I
went
revealed more things.
Because
Yeah.
you know, in those Clobber in Time early comics that taught you the game.
The binders had the...
In the back, you always saw this character, and at the bottom it said hits to knockout.
Yeah.
And we all kind of like thought about this character, and then you know we kind of got into a little bit more historic side
Yeah,
of
him
things.
and I, after one of the events, we spent like looking at a computer trying to find out and doing research on the forums. That's how we found Theo Stern and how I ended up meeting up with him in New Jersey.
And actually getting some of these,
And then
yeah.
long time later, he actually came to the event in Florida this year,
Right, yeah.
and gave away the rest of his playtest cards. So like a lot of the playtest cards, thank you to Theo,
Yeah.
a lot of the cards and prizes we gave away at the K2 for 5 years were his playtest cards.
Wow, that's crazy.
And
But it was just iconic to even like,
Yeah.
because to us it was always a myth. It was like, oh, that's probably just a card that they made in like Photoshop, but
right,
never
we didn't think it was
existed.
real.
Right.
We definitely didn't think like the Spider-Man knockout character was what we were really searching for.
Because that's the one visual one you see.
Yeah.
And he had it at the K2, and he did the best thing too, because like he'd be like, okay, if you win a match, you get to come behind the counter and you get to see something special. And then you'd win a match, you'd go behind, and he'd be like, don't tell anybody what it is. And everybody would walk behind and just be like you would just see their mouth drop and their eyes just be like it was like
Like, it
seeing,
can't be real.
Like it was almost like the Indiana Jones or like, you know, the Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction where you open the case and you're just like you're seeing something that your eyes shouldn't see,
Yeah.
you know? And stuff like that is like moments where like, again, you create these iconic memories that like, I never even thought in my wildest dreams from the 90s to now that I would ever get to experience these types of things again.
Right.
Because as a kid, I was very fortunate. I got to travel
Yeah.
around. You know, I went to Columbus when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
You know, beat you guys up a little bit. I'm sure
I
it
don't
was a
remember
little
that.
tough. I'm sure it was a little tough back then. You know, but I got to see so many different places of Overpower and experience it, and the nationals, the regionals back then. And I just never thought, as great of a time as it was in life, I never thought I'd
It
get
was
to
over,
experience
right?
again.
It
Yeah.
had to be over.
You know, and now the fact that we went through the renaissance of Overpower, and now we have the new age of Overpower, the modern age.
Modern, yeah.
You know, Angry Mob. You know, and we have this now, and you get to almost touch these childhood moments again
Bringing
in
it
this
all
weird
back.
like snow globe of life.
Yeah.
And it's almost mind twisting, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's why win, lose, or draw, obviously, when we come to these tournaments, I look at these moments and go, enjoy it. Because, you know, as we all know, we've lost great friends and things along those lines, and it's like, this might all be gone next year, you know, God willing. LRG, you're doing a great job, you know, keep it up, you know, keep the tournaments going, but it could be
and
gone.
I get to do it with my kids. That's
know,
the
that's
amazing thing
amazing.
for me. It's like
I-
it can't get any better.
Right,
No.
like John's son Tristan is getting into it a little bit now.
Good.
Yeah, like I can remember the first time he was playing with the cards, we played like just like War, the
Yeah.
power cards.
Right.
We were playing War, and like yeah, now he watches some of the streams. Like he's gotten to see his dad play on
Yeah.
video now at this point. I think
Yeah.
it's super cool for him. Like
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can
It-
only
it
imagine.
don't get
I
any
mean,
better.
it's the next generation, right? Like somebody's gonna be here this weekend that is going to have now the memory. You know, I imagine there's going to be a younger gentleman, maybe not my, grizzled age, but like there's going to be a young man here who's going to have an experience this weekend.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe in 20 years this game gets revamped again
Who knows?
into a
It's a
different
great
way.
game.
Like
Yeah.
we never expected this moment, let alone what
Right.
could potentially happen. You know.
And you know, you guys would probably be able to guess what piece of art would be my most one.
I would
right?
assume you would want the morph special.
Power Mimic.
Yeah.
for sure. Martin did that art.
We've seen the art, right?
It was already gone.
But you don't know where it is. It's gone.
It was already gone by the time I saw
I
his
feel your
list.
pain.
It's like,
And the problem is with a lot of this older art, compared to this new modern art, is the characters were Marvel characters or DC or Image, so they're iconic to a lot of people
Right.
as just good art.
Right, so it wasn't like you didn't have to be an overpowered player. You just went to a convention back then, and these people were like struggling artists just trying to sell whatever they could.
And oh my God, I love that character. Like,
right, might not even know it's from a card game.
and you can imagine
And
the
we'll never
person
see
who
it
bought
again.
Power Leech was just a Morlocks fan from the
Right.
the comic
Right,
books
right,
and was
right.
like, I love that little guy in the comic books. This is one of the best versions I've ever seen drawn of him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll buy
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
for
And
sure.
now it's in the ether of the world of art collectors, you know? So, like, I can imagine, and especially even the one you're thinking, you know, that iconic piece of Morph with the, you know, the fist of Super
fist,
Skrull and the hand of Wolverine. Like, if you saw that at a convention,
And
how
it
could
was,
you
it
not
was
want?
probably cheap. They probably got it for $50, you know.
Oh,
And-
totally.
I mean, if you're
Like,
selling it for 200
Yeah.
like 30 years later, you
when
probably
we started buying, when we bought like the first batch, it was like $30 a piece of art.
Oh wow.
And then like
Okay.
from like the artists, that, like,
Yeah.
because they're like
They're dumb.
they didn't spend a lot of money on this art originally, at least a lot of the pieces. So a lot of it was new artists that were like getting a chance, and so like they don't even all love it, but we have so much nostalgic value in these things for us, right?
Yeah.
So like it's like. At first, it was kind of like we feel a little bad not paying more, but like the guy's like, it's not good art, you know, like
Yeah.
like. So
I just did these like 20 years ago. I can't even believe you
he's
want
happy.
them.
It's
Yeah.
nothing like what we have now, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And but like it's awesome that everybody appreciates the art now and understands that we're going to want the art now,
Yeah.
right? And they're going to give the art out as prizes. It's going to stay with collectors that play the game. Like, amazing. They're doing it right, and they're being generous, especially with the prizes they have this weekend. So like,
Right.
yeah, no, it's awesome.
If there, just since we're talking about original art, if there was a piece that you could have, because I can tell you mine, I'll say mine first before you two dive in, but if there's a piece of the modern art that you've been viewing in the ERB set,
Yeah.
I think I can guess what yours would be, maybe, but we'll let, so I
I'm
won't spoiler
pretty-
alert
I'm
it, I
pretty
won't
sure you
spoiler
know.
alert,
Yeah.
but I'd love to know yours too. I think mine personally, just to kick this moment off, the You Are Zeus, the Pharaoh.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I think I've seen it now visually. I think it's actually lost a lot in the color of the card and
Yeah.
the card you actually physically see in the game. But I think the art itself that is now penciled and beautiful, that's one of the ones that I think would like be very iconic
Very
to
nice.
need to own.
Yeah.
I personally, we've been mainly focused on the Headless Horseman art because John wants it so bad. So I haven't really thought about it a lot. But the first thing that popped into head is like the Leonidas hero, just because he's done so well for me, and like
Sure,
I
yeah.
got the mission with that same crew.
The alt hero or the classic hero? The one where he's off to the left with his shield, or the one where he's got all his boys behind him and he's a little bit more aggressive?
I think it's what's the foil rare?
The foil rare is the one where he's off
Yeah.
to the side. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a copperish color.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
he's
the one
kind of
I'm
like
playing.
by himself off to
I
the
think
side.
that's the one
yeah.
I'm playing. I'd have to look at them again.
Okay.
I'm not dedicated to any of these.
Fair.
There's a lot of great art in the set. And I haven't really made a decision.
But you kind of look at it as like a character that means something to you
Yeah,
now,
like-
and that means something mentally
I'm
to
not
see
an,
it on
I'm
the
not
wall.
an artist, right? So like, sure, there's a piece every now and again where I'm like, oh, that's just amazing art. But a lot of it for me is the nostalgic feeling I get from like remembering events I played with the card, or
Yeah.
like, games I played with people I care about.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So
All right. Mine, you're close. I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
You're probably thinking the King Arthur Ultra Rare.
That popped in my head immediately.
That second.
Wow.
that's what I would have guessed for you too.
Yeah. Heavy as the head.
Heavy as the head.
Heavy as the head.
Oh,
King
where
of
he's
Heavy.
just sitting.
That's
That's
the
an
one.
iconic
That's the one I
piece.
want.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to put them on a
I'll keep an
t-shirt.
eye out for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I would love to have that one. And I told these guys a long time, if you put that on a shirt, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it for you to give away.
Right.
But I would love to have that one. That would be my.
Is that a true statement? Heavy is the head that wears the crown?
Uh,
Phil, the gatekeeper? Is that a true
Bill
statement
King
in life?
Can you verify that?
It is true.
Yeah.
It is true.
I could actually say, as we've all done very well in tournaments.
Yeah.
And I think you can start to see, I always find it amusing when I go to a tournament and people will play their best game of the day against me.
Yeah.
Even
That's
if they're
crazy.
1-5, they will literally put everything they have left in their body in that one game when you get to certain levels.
Yeah.
And people will look at you as like, if I just beat you,
If I
My
just-
day was fine.
that's
Yeah.
my day. And
Sometimes if I
I'm-
just get close to beating you.
yeah, and that's like something I can hold on to for
Yeah.
the rest of like my tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that happens to you guys as
I
well.
Definitely having somebody beat me in the first round in Niagara last year. It was just stunned.
Yeah.
And it was awesome for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And yeah.
And you want to say
it's still a card
congratulations,
game,
but you're
right?
just like,
You're too mad that you
oh,
lost.
heavy is my head right now,
I was playing a game in Boston, and the guy was beating me after like 3 hands, and it was bad. And
You were in trouble. Yeah.
I thought this is over. I've lost. And I look over, and his hands are going like this, and it's like, oh my gosh! And I came back and I won. And he come up to me later and he goes, "I'm sitting there thinking, I can't believe I'm going to beat Doug." and it's like, oh my gosh! I almost wish you had.
Yeah. Yeah.
it was
I know.
just-
I do know. Like also in Boston, Keith, who I've been friends with Keith forever. He was the reason I got to go to the national because my parents had met him at an early tournament, and he had a room that he let me stay in, and they trusted him. I was like a teenager,
Yeah.
But last year in Boston, he beat me with his kid there watching, and it was like. We don't get to play a lot, and usually if we play, I'm gonna win. And he played he got to play a really good deck. He made a couple really good plays, and he beat me. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so much more than just the game at this point. Yes.
Well,
Like,
I'm
there's
sure
just these
you
moments.
still must remember that K2 tournament, and I'm in the finals, and K2 was like my tournament. I was dominating this tournament every year that I was going to it,
Couldn't win it.
but I couldn't win it. And I'm playing in the finals against Garion. I was in the finals every year.
Yeah.
Until the third year when I finally climbed that mountain and
Nice.
climbed K2. But I remember the second year I'm in against Garion. It's the finals, long day, and Garion's dad, Mike Sutton, is there, and we're playing. And Garion hadn't won a tournament in a long time, and he's trying to get his chops back in, and he beats me. And I literally see Mike Sutton get up out of his seat, throw the chair, like literally throws it up in the air, and it's just like, yeah!
When Darian beats you,
Yeah.
I've never seen a dad more proud than the moment.
That's awesome.
Like, but that's what it is. Like, it's these.
There's old
yeah.
photos in this building we're in now of Gary when he's this high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, that kid's Gary.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So I completely understood when I saw that, why that meant so much to him.
Yeah.
And obviously I felt bad for you because I knew how bad you wanted to win the tournament. But how could you not that was just so special.
But it's almost like what you said. It's like I felt.
That's all right. Come on in, Josh. Yeah, you're all
But
right.
it's almost like I know exactly what you mean by that moment. As much as it's heartbreaking for you to lose, it's glorious because you. And I mean, for me, Mike Sutton has been such a huge part of my personal life,
Right,
and
sure,
so
sure.
has Gary, and they're family to me in a different degree.
Yeah.
So it was like I was happy but upset. But then when you saw the reaction of the dad and just seeing his elation of his little kid
Oh my
coming
gosh.
to fruition,
Yeah.
I'm sure he still saw him as this teenage kid.
Yeah.
And it was just an iconic
It's true.
thing. So
And the K2 was like we were playing in small church basements or it was like you were at a small card shop and the K2 was the first event
Like
once
this.
things came back
Like a
where it was
convention.
like a grand hotel with
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice.
Yeah.
And And yeah, it just really felt like you won a big thing when you.
But I tell you, that's the hardest thing for me when you go to tournaments like this, because I can imagine tomorrow, the three of us are going to be sitting every game, and everybody who's going to sit across from us is going to be like,
the hardest game all day.
Yeah, I'm going to win this game. Even if I don't win another game all day, I'm going to win this game.
Yep.
And then the amount of times we have to just like struggle through and like take the mental beating
Don't
in that
make a
respect,
mistake.
you know?
Don't make a mistake. They'll capture it.
All right, boys, I gotta go.
Hold on, before you go,
I gotta go.
before you leave though, these gentlemen are iconic in this game, as you all know, okay? There's a beautiful 30-year anniversary set, and I'm collecting all the signatures because, you know, sadly I didn't get one of them, and the person that's left, actually two of them, are not available as of right now. So, this gentleman, Phil Keffer, is on the card, and the cousin's on the card. I'll be getting his too later. So, if you don't mind, top corner there, your signature. I'm a fan.
Should I just draw a crown up there? Or what?
You do whatever. I make it personal for me. Do whatever makes you happy. Because you know I'm Overpower's biggest fan, and you know, being around these icons of the game, you know, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Absolutely.
Happy to do it. All right, guys.
Bill,
good luck
Well,
tomorrow.
I love you guys.
Love you too. We'll see
You
you
guys
tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow also.
Most definitely.
Don't
I'm gonna
sit
grab
too
a few starters. I'll give you money tomorrow. Maybe
late.
at
I'm
an
not
event
worried
or
about it.
something.
Yeah.
Needs
Whatever.
mission sets, eh?
Yeah, exactly. You know it. You know it. All right, guys.
And of course, I know we're going to end pretty soon. So,
Fun.
as
Yes,
you
thanks
know,
for joining us.
one of the events, Overpower Adventures. Never thought I'd actually be live on it. I've been on it a few times via the microphone, I guess we could say, on phone calls. But the podcast that started it all, that inspired me to do podcasts.
That's crazy.
And I'm not gonna lie, this is the event that I wish I was on.
Yeah.
Draw 3 cards.
Yeah, I know.
Huge event.
That was all Phil, right?
I would love if you don't mind signing it for me.
Thank you.
I just think it would be super
thank
iconic.
Thank you so much for asking.
Huge fan of the show.
Any particular spot?
Anywhere you want.
All
I
right,
just
brother.
appreciate, that you take the time. Like I said, huge fan of the show. I hope you all tune in.
Thanks, Marcel.
I know I do every Monday, that's for sure.
I
I actually look
appreciate you
forward
guys.
to it. I'll tell you, half the time I'm making dinner at home. I got the earpiece in. I got the phone like hidden somewhere between some jars.
Yeah.
And so the lady will be like watching. I'll be like, we're just watching something while we make dinner. And then I'll like randomly laugh, and she'll be like, what are you laughing at? And then she'll see the earpiece, and she'll be like, you're watching right now. And I'm like, what do you want? I'm a fan.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. And I had a story out in Seattle for the regional. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my opponent, and the lady sitting next to me goes, "Oh my gosh, you're Doug." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do I know you? I'm sorry." And she goes, "No, but Doug Taylor listens to you every Monday night. I know your voice." It was Tish. And it's like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
You're famous. I mean, you're famous.
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, you might know you're one of the most humble, famous people I know. I'm probably the complete opposite of that, But yeah.
It's just so much fun doing this stuff.
You started something, and I think a lot of people in this room might not ever want to admit it. And I think I'm starting to get a little bit now as I do the podcast. People are finally reaching out and saying, thank you for doing it. I really watch you all the time. I enjoy your content. I enjoy the show. I think too many people in this world don't say thank you. Not necessarily thank you, but don't give people their flowers while they're doing it. They almost take it for granted in a certain way. And I just want to say thank you, because you got me started to even thinking this is possible.
I'm just so happy that you did it.
I just think you
great.
fill a niche that a lot of people really love in this game. And
They just want to talk about their hobby.
well, and how many times has there been lull moments? That's what I think LRG. If I could make a recommendation, more content to fill the quiet moments between sets, between tournaments.
Yeah.
And I think for a long time, a year there, you were the voice of Overpower. You kept people even thinking about the game. Well, you and Phil, obviously. you know, and I think something like that is worth its weight ever, you know.
And when we started, I went up to Phil one day and I said, we got to start a podcast. And he goes, what? I said, people are dying to learn how to play this game.
Yep.
They want to see it played, and we're going to teach them. And he goes, okay. It's just, okay.
Yep.
And we did.
And then a year later, you still never did a learn to play.
No,
Next week, we're going to do this learn to
Right.
play. Next week, we're going to do this learn to
And
play.
Teaching this game is incredibly hard. And I find like I spend 20 minutes teaching somebody how to play, and then it's like, oh, I forgot to tell you about this,
Yep.
which led to this. And it's like, this is huge. I can't believe I left this out. And it is, once you grasp the concept, it's kind of basic.
Yep.
But
Yeah, once you get all the little this is or
there's
that,
so
then
many
it's
moving
niche
pieces.
rules and so on
Yeah.
you care about.
It's not like checkers where you move this way or that way and you can jump somebody.
I think you obviously got helped by having your kids involved in it. That probably inspired you more. But I can personally say, like, when I first started the podcast, I actually started audio only. And I started with learn to play type basics. I called it basic overpower mount, you know?
Yeah.
And I learned very quickly that, like, I don't enjoy talking about the basics. I have a hard time getting back to the basic. I mean, now I'm actually researching a lot of the basics as I enter this modern format and reconfigure my brain and come back to new basics. But I think learning overpower basics in general, it wasn't that exciting to me. And I quickly, like, did my 10 versions of, like, what I thought were the basic thoughts. And then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because I'm not even enjoying talking about the basics, because it's hard to think about all the little things a person needs to learn, you know?
And when you think you've done a good video and then somebody comes in and asks a question that you didn't address, it's like,
I didn't even think to do that. And
Right.
then you're like, well, I can't edit the video, and I don't really want to do a whole other one on that,
Yes.
you know? So I quickly gravitated more towards the, like, advanced ideas and things that, like, once you got the game down, you could kind of, like, start watching my shows more and, like, think about more deeper strategies to the game, you know? And I mean, a lot of times I'm doing it solo, where I really enjoyed you and Phil bantering back and forth, you know?
yeah, James, we are live, brother. Come on in. Come on in.
Tournament extraordinaire.
See ya. Hey, guys, this is James. He's head of organized play for Lazarus Rising Games. Say hi.
He's the one you email for all the prize packs.
Yes. Somebody asked me today how to get in touch with you. Your email address is on the top deck posting, right?
It is, but now you can email me directly at james@lrg.games.
lrg.games. Okay.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
Just reach out to me directly.
All right.
James, why don't you jump in for a sec?
Oh,
I'm,
no way.
I'm about to.
Come on.
I thank you all for having me on Overpower Adventures, and catch every Wednesday.
Thank you so much, man.
Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Got to catch it live. You know the rules.
Love you, brother.
And
You know that.
pleasure. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Plenty,
You
plenty.
know that.
All right.
You made it.
I did.
I didn't expect you tonight.
I didn't either.
Okay, good.
How you doing?
You drove all the way from Louisville?
Yeah, I
today?
drew from Louisville. Yep, I just got here. Stopped, tasted the new Red Bull flavor.
Awesome.
That's how I measure my seasons at this point.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? You
I'm
excited
loving
for tomorrow?
Loving this room.
Yeah,
loving
ain't
the
that
space.
great?
Oh my gosh.
You can't see my window clings very well at night.
Oh, but they look
But
nice.
in day they're beautiful.
I can't wait to see them.
We did a lot. We got some 3D images up there.
I saw that
the
too.
standees outside the door that LRG provided. I haven't seen a whole lot of people taking pictures yet, but I imagine tomorrow they'll get pictures.
I'll
with
be taking
Hercules.
pictures.
Yeah,
Man, I'm so excited. It feels like the real thing in here right
yeah,
now.
absolutely, it is.
Just the energy from these side events and this skirmish.
Yeah, 20 people this morning
For the
last
LCQ?
chance. Yep.
27 for the skirmish.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And a lot of guys were just too played out from this morning. John over there, that's Raven Project. He
was
ran
doing all
side
that.
events.
Yeah.
So he's going to do it again tomorrow. It's just been fantastic. Everyone's having so much fun.
I was hoping to try to catch a draft tonight, but I don't think that's in the cards.
Well, he shut those down
Yeah.
because he didn't want to he wanted to play in the
I don't
skirmish.
blame him. I don't
So,
blame him.
yeah.
You got to get in there.
Yes.
You're playing tomorrow, Doug.
I know.
How do you feel?
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I've had a long week.
Yeah,
but
of
I'm
course.
so excited. I don't know if I'll sleep tonight or not.
Oh, no.
It's like I can't wait. I've done a lot of charity games. I don't know if you know, but we're doing charity events.
No, tell me more.
Yesterday and today, Nora and I would take challenge from anybody.
Oh.
You put up $10 that's going to go to charity.
Yep.
Ronald McDonald Charities.
Love it.
And if we beat you, the $10 goes to charity. If you beat me, the $10 goes to charity, and I give you $20 in vouchers for the food court.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it sounded really awesome.
I don't think there's a world in which I could beat you. So let's just donate some money to charity.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
happy
you.
to throw in $10.
We did yesterday. We each played 5 games, so we raised $100 yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where we're at today because there's been so much going on. We didn't get to. I wanted to do another 10 games today, but
That would've been
it
awesome.
didn't happen. I've only got to play 1. I think Nora played 4 or 5. We had a bad record overall.
Oh.
We both went 1-4 yesterday. Today I was 0-1. I think Nora went 3-1 today, so he actually won more than he lost today.
I mean, you're coming in, you're challenging 2 top 8 overpowered players in good standing.
And all for charity.
I love it.
So we'll probably get to $200 in charity for Ronald McDonald House.
Well, I'm happy to jump in. So you
Thank
tell me
you.
how I can do that.
All right, we'll definitely take some cash donations.
Man, I am loving this space. When we came in here during the Columbus Regional, we came in here spinning around with the dream of having the Nationals here in Ohio.
Yep.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad.
Thank you
So
for going
glad.
back and putting the bug in their ear that it really is the right thing to do.
I mean, this is the space, man. I mean, all you have to do is walk around for 2 seconds to feel it, you know?
Yeah.
It's great.
And everyone has been in and out all day, playing games all over the place. It's great. We got a huge setup over there. I told them that's where we're going to do the live streams from. And so they took over all of my live stream space.
Yeah,
They kicked me out of my own corner. It's like, okay, I'll find a table to stream from tomorrow. Don't worry about it, guys.
This is the camera right here?
Yep.
If you give LRG an inch, they will take a mile.
Yeah, absolutely. I can vouch for that. They did. They took it all. They set up, see the big mushroom head type thing there? That's actually lights. They want to interview people in front of that tomorrow, so the light will be on.
Yeah, we got a one-on-one interview space. We got the obviously the feature matches.
Yeah. And so,
all in the same space that we're playing these games.
yeah, it's like, it's okay, Ron. I'll move.
It's
I'll find my own space somewhere, Ron. But I think your games are going to have live commentary, right?
That's what I've been told.
I think Joe's going to do it.
That's what I've been told. I will not be doing the live commentary.
Yeah, right.
Somebody will.
I'm going to set mine up with a microphone on so that hopefully you can hear the 2 players bantering.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of guys don't talk too much while they play.
It's difficult to, it's so funny because Marcel is such a champ.
Yeah.
He's so used to being on camera. He's so used to doing talking, asking questions. He talks through his process so well during a live game.
Yeah.
And so maybe we'll get the GOAT in first round.
Oh, that sounds good to me. I don't know where I'm going to put him, but we're going to stream 2 games every round. Robert Wilson was hoping to be here to stream a 3rd. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be able to make it.
I mean, 2 games is a lot.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be happy. And then for the championship game, I'm going to move my camera into your setup and encroach on your space a little bit.
Hey, look,
And
it's
we'll
yours.
both
This
have
is
it.
your space.
Yeah, that's right.
This is your space. We're borrowing it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited to get started tomorrow.
Can we talk about what you're playing at all, or not really? Keeping it close
Yeah,
to the
for
chest.
now.
Okay.
For now, it's. Yeah, I'd rather not yet.
No, it's okay. Why don't instead?
I played Poseidon all week,
Yeah.
and Jessica was mad at me. She kept saying, "Dad, it's not good enough for the Nats. Why are you playing Poseidon?"
You were trying to force it a little bit.
I just wanted to explore, but
Right.
it was so fun because Poseidon, as I think you know, he makes you mill cards.
Yes, which
And
I like.
I was milling decks very well.
Yeah.
I had a couple games. I had one game where my opponent had 1 card left in his draw pile. It was
So you were
a 4
getting there.
multi-power. That's all he had left.
Well-
Obviously, I won that game. But if I
love
didn't
it.
mill them down, I didn't win very often.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
What were you playing? Well, never mind. Actually, I don't want to get too deep into it because you might still be playing those same characters
No.
that you were playing with Poseidon. Who were you playing alongside Poseidon?
Hercules,
Yep.
John Carter,
Okay.
and Mr. Hyde in reserve.
That sounds awesome.
Uh,
I'm a little disappointed there's no Invisible Man, as you know. I'm a fan of the character.
Yeah. I could. Well, Invisible Man's 1 point too much.
Right.
He's 17. I had to have a 16 for Hyde.
For Hyde.
I had to be in reserve. But I was trying a lot of different things, and it was fun. I mean, even losing, I had so much fun with it. I'm not giving up on the deck, but it's not Nat's quality. So now it's like, okay, do I play King Arthur, who I did top 8 with in Canada,
Right.
but failed me here in Columbus. Here in Columbus I played King Arthur and didn't do. I think I went 3 and 4 at that one. So I'm going to try something a little different.
I like it. I like it.
Jessica's pretty excited. She's in love with her deck. Corey's excited about his deck. Nor, he hasn't even told me what he's playing yet. So I don't
Nor's
know.
keeping it from you?
Yeah,
His own teammate?
He's either keeping it from me or he hasn't decided yet. I don't know which.
Either could be true at this point.
Yes, at this point.
We're down to the wire.
Yeah, and in the last chance qualifier, the Columbus School of Overpower was well represented. They took 3 of the top 8 spots. So we're
Nice to hear.
We're bringing in some more players.
Hometown heroes,
Yep.
baby.
Yep. So we'll see what happens.
What was the big deck today?
You know what? I've been so busy, I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't even know. I saw the list of who made the top 8, but I did not see what anybody was playing.
I'm going to spend some time getting that info because I really want to know what the top 8 deck lists were. As you know, I like to do a breakdown of the set by numbers. I like to do a breakdown of every single event. So I'm excited to see what that looks like.
I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't think they did deck lists.
They
for it.
didn't. They didn't. As you know, as you also know, there was some trouble getting the deck lists up, but they are up, and they are working.
Now, for tomorrow, I saw a link. You can go fill out your deck list online,
Yes.
or submit a picture.
Yes,
You're okay with either one?
I'm okay with either one.
Okay.
And I'm going to print it, and the judges are going to use those for deck checks.
Okay. So it will be very easy to take a picture of the deck. So that's probably you're probably going to get a lot of pictures.
You know what? Honestly, if that's what's easiest for people at this
Yeah.
point, that's fine with me.
Okay. And going forward, though, our regionals will have PDFs to fill out, right? Print out and
Going
fill out.
forward, our regionals should, and I'm not going to commit to anything because at this point,
Of course not.
anything anybody says doesn't seem to be happening. But no, I think if we, for regionals 1, which we have announced and is it not here? Where is it? We haven't talked about it? Somebody announced it.
It's announced. It's not here.
That's
Is
okay.
it? No, I think Peace Bridge is the first one.
Maybe.
No, though. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's okay. I didn't make the schedule, so I'm still learning it too.
We're going to do Philly, Columbus,
Yep.
Peace Bridge, and Seattle. Mm-hmm. Maybe
Sea-
Columbus is the first one.
I think it
That's-
is because I think Seattle is happening during PAX West, and then Philadelphia is happening again during PAX Unplugged.
PAX, which is first week of December.
Usually, yeah. Like
Okay.
I think it's end of November, early December
and
generally.
It's first of December.
Yeah.
So,
So
it's not either one of those. And
I think it's you. I think you guys are up first.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I've been so focused on the Nats.
Like we said the other day, nothing until after Nats. We
Right.
will think about that.
Right.
But yeah, I think by that first regional, the plan is to have something that's actually linked to Top Deck. So the idea would be that you would have a deck list that we could just print from Top Deck, and that would be not just for us, but for any store that has Top Deck through our
That's
hub.
awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard no complaints about Top Deck today. Everything ran smoothly, no complaints whatsoever. So hopefully that's the one.
I feel very good about it. Their designer, the person who is kind of the whole company, it's one person. His name is Zane, and he is he's setting industry standards with this software. I do think that this is the one. So
Good.
So far, so good.
And it was easy. It's connected to cardio where you can just drag information?
No, I've had to migrate everything over by hand.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. I mean, the thing is that cardio has its uses and cardio has its strengths. But what we found is that for this game and what we have, Top Deck already had most of the features that we were looking for built in.
Nice.
So as we go, we had wanted to already introduce the ambassador program. We already wanted to do the judge program. Those things will be much better represented in Top Deck, and it will be a lot easier for us to get people more involved.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I have no complaints about moving to Top Deck. Cardio did not live up to the hype, unfortunately.
It is what it is. I mean, like, it's somebody's something, but it's not for us.
I think a lot of games are going to be leaving cardio, but like you said, yes, it is what it is. It will survive. You saw the original artwork we're giving away tomorrow, right?
I did.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
It's like everyone's talking about the art.
The art is excellent, and it's fun. And the thing is that I've just started seeing new pieces from coming sets.
Yeah.
It just gets better, man. It just gets better. The art is gonna be the focal point of what we do.
You know what? Now that you mentioned future sets, we'll talk about this. The Brazilian players have a huge advantage over us in the States because they're already buying Top Cal original art.
Oh no!
It's like,
how did they?
What the heck? How did they find these artists?
I don't know.
And it's like, oh yeah, they were bragging about it while they've been here all week.
They've got the pipeline. They've got the pipeline.
Yeah. And by the way, hopefully next year LRG can come a couple of days at least in advance. Let's do a real week-long celebration.
I'd love to be here for more than a night.
Yeah.
I'm here for tonight. I'm here for tomorrow, and then I drive back for work on Sunday morning.
That's awful. That's so hard.
But I had to be here, man. I had to be here.
This
is the one.
This is it. First one in 26 years or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's the beginning of a new era.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
I love it. I'm so excited.
But the guys. It got real quiet, I think, because they all started playing another round.
Yeah, new round of the skirmish has started.
Yeah.
Did they tell you how many rounds it's going to be?
I think it was 5. I think it was just 5 rounds.
Okay.
But then they're doing a top cut.
Yeah, so we're in round 3 now.
Are they?
Of round 3, I think.
Holy cow, that's it?
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock. They might be here a while. I don't know how I'm going to sneak out.
Oh.
I'm not staying till midnight if that thing runs till midnight.
No, smoke bomb. We're out. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't even know where the hotel is. If that gives you an idea of where I'm staying tonight.
Do you know what hotel you're staying at?
No. They still haven't told me. See, this is what I'm dealing with.
Here's your big surprise, James. We forgot to book you a room.
Hey, look, my car's pretty comfortable. You do it for the love of the game, baby.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to get started tomorrow. I'm going to come in at 8:30. You good at 8:30?
Oh yeah, I mean I'll be here waiting for you. Let me in. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll be here at 8:30.
I can give you a badge, so let yourself in if you want to come in before 8:30.
I think for me, Reg starts at 9. 8:30 is plenty of time for me to get set up.
Okay.
It sounds like I'm going to be using your computer because it's already tied to the printer. If
Why
you're
not?
okay with that.
Yeah.
Man, it's just so great to be able to print real match slips, print standings, pairings.
Yeah.
Do judge calls inside the app. So if you're watching and you're playing tomorrow, download the Top Deck app now.
Topdeck.gg.
That's right.
What do you mean make judge calls through the app?
Okay, so this isn't something you've heard about.
No.
So what's cool about this app, right? So already we have Dave and Greg assigned as judges in the app.
Okay.
So what will happen is while you're playing, if you have the app open, you can press a button in the app that will alert them that you've made a judge call. They will be able to come and find you by your table number, make the judge call, and put any determinations they put into the app to keep track of, so you know how many judge calls you've made by the end of the day.
So they get like a push notification.
They get a push notification on their phone.
Table number.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
It's so sick. I can't wait to test it out.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll break Top Deck. It's pretty robust, but we're gonna try tomorrow.
I'll make a lot of judge calls just for testing purposes.
Why not?
Right?
Just yeah. There should be a button for me specifically, James.
Oh, that's great.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the level of judge we have here. We have Dave, the rules guy.
Yep.
As the head judge of the event, and
both Costas.
yes, both the twins.
Yep. So it's going to be great. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up a little right now.
Sounds
but
good to me.
Thank you so much.
Dude, I'm
Appreciate you
just glad.
stopping
Yeah,
by.
we would have been
Yeah.
talking about this stuff anyway.
Yeah, you let me know if you need anything tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You should be pretty good on supplies, but if I've missed anything. Oh, I did have a signboard. I don't know if I sent you a picture of it. If you want to
Oh, you did send me that. I'm
if you
sorry.
want to make notes, oh, you're all right. If you want to make notes to the players just when they come in. If not, I'll get it out of the room so it's not in the way.
You know what I might do is have the time for the lunch break on there. I might write that down
Schedule
tomorrow.
Rounds 1 through 4, and then lunch break or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Something
Yep,
like that.
We'll do it. All right. Thanks again, buddy.
thanks for
Good
having
to
me.
see ya. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Leave us a like, subscribe if you would, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.